Hey everyone, my name is Gillian Seetso, but you can call me Gillian, Gilly, Jills, as long as you don't call me Gillian. Today I am joined by a gorgeous queen. As you can see, her crown speaks for itself. Girl, introduce yourself to the people.
Hey guys, hey, I'm Taonga and you can call me Taonga. That's it. That works for me, and yeah, I'm just happy to join you today.
Well, thank you for joining me. Today what we'll be doing is we will be discussing some natural hair myths. Now, I'm sure myself, we both have been through the struggles.
Been through it.
Of learning our own hair. Of
managing your own hair.
Exactly.
Taking care of it.
Ain't what to mention, right?
Yeah.
Guys, being natural is not a joke. And with
but it's worth it.
Is it?
It's worth it.
It is. When you start getting the gist of it.
Yes.
And but the thing is, even through our whole journey, there are some myths that we've heard, and then we don't even touch it. We don't even go to it. Just to hear what some of them are like not true.
It's not necessary
at all.
Yeah.
So let me start off like this. How long have you been natural?
Jeez, I feel like I've been natural for such a long time. Like, I've been natural for like over 5 years now, but my journey has been like on and off. So I think the first time I cut my hair was like a big chopped in 2015. And then I was natural for like 2 years, and then I cut it again. Then I was natural for another 2 years, and I cut it again. So I feel like this is the third time that I'm natural. And this was, I cut my hair just like over a year ago. So
look at the growth though. Oh
it's
my gosh.
Yes.
Your hair doesn't let you down. You've been chopping.
Maybe the chopping helps. I don't know. But then I felt like I just needed a fresh start, so I chopped it. So now it's been like just over a year, and I'm happy that it's growing back.
It looks amazing. Like if you guys can see the definition I'm seeing right now. This camera doesn't do it justice.
Thank you.
Now for me,
and how long have you been natural?
So my natural journey, I was forced into the natural journey, to be honest. And it started in 2017 around June. But instead of doing like the big chop, I actually started transitioning from relaxed hair. Because
so now you have two textures on your hair.
Yes, it was terrible. Because here it was like nice and curly. My hair was like this.
Hanging on.
Yes. And the thing is, for me, it also felt like I don't want to do the big chop because I don't want to be short hair. Like,
you don't want to be a baldy.
Yeah, I can't imagine myself without hair here on my head. So that's when my journey started. It's been a difficult journey, like an up and down of understanding my hair, listening to my hair, and getting the right products and method for my hair
that work for you.
For me, you see. But now I feel like I'm comfortable enough because look, we are flourishing.
The curls are popping.
So we're gonna start off with the myths. Should I start first?
You go ahead. I feel like the myths, even though we have completely different hair textures, some of the myths are like pretty similar. So I'll start off with the first one that I have.
Little guest.
Okay. The biggest myth for me, I mean, bearing in mind that the first time I cut my hair was in 2015, and in 2015 there were actually not as many local natural hair bloggers or YouTubers or content creators. So when I first cut my hair in 2015 and I went into like YouTube to find out, so how does this work, a lot of the content I was finding was actually American. And everybody was like, lock method, LOC, and I'm like, what is this lock method? What is it? So obviously like dig a bit deeper and you start following what people are recommending, which was you need to use the lock method to moisturize your hair. And I did that the first time I cut my hair, that's what I did. But I don't necessarily do that now.
And how come? How come do you think you don't do it now, and why do you think it's a myth?
I think it's, okay, I don't do it now because I feel like I know my hair a lot more than I did back then. I think back then I was trying to copy paste. Whereas now I know my hair a little bit more, so I know what my hair likes, I know how to moisturize it without having to use 100 steps, 10 steps. So like for anybody that doesn't know, like LOC is how you moisturize your hair using 3 steps. it's leave-in conditioner, it's the L, O is the oil, and then C is the cream. And if you're in a hurry, like, it's a lot. It's like, let me layer all these products. I just don't have the energy, and I realize that I don't have to. I can leave one out, or I can leave two out. I can just use a leave-in and my hair's okay.
And it's not gonna like impact your hair texture. It's not gonna impact your hair at all. No. Because they make it such a thing, like you need to do the LCO, LOC, making like it's like literally it's death if you don't do it on your hair.
It's not. It's really
I agree with that.
I think if you know your hair well enough, you know that your hair will be fine if you just apply a leave-in conditioner.
That is true.
Or will be fine if you just apply a styler. You don't have to
do that.
Layer the product.
And then every 5 seconds is like build up.
That's the thing. It's build up. That's the annoying part.
And then sometimes it looks like you have dandruff.
Because it's flakes.
Guys.
And then you're trying to explain to people, guys, no, it's not dandruff. What had happened?
I was locking it up.
That's the biggest myth for me. Like, it's not needed.
I actually agree with you regarding that, because it also took me a while to break away from that. Like a real while. Because I thought, because everyone, like you said, like there wasn't, and I still feel like there's not a lot of natural hair bloggers, YouTubers in South Africa that actually have their own methods, because they're actually taking methods from international people
and applying it here.
Yeah. Yep. And that has like, and I feel like because now I know my hair, I don't follow that anymore. And you said it best. You got to know your hair.
There's no one size fits all, honestly. There isn't.
And talking about one size fits all, one of my myths is thinking, I have 3C, 3D hair. So if you have a similar, what do they call it? Texture, hair type, yeah, curl type. If you have a similar curl type to me and you see the products that I use, it doesn't mean what I do is going to work for you. It's the same as you said, copy and paste. It's not a copy and paste thing. And a lot of bloggers and people who are natural hair influencers, they are so quick to push products onto people, but they forget to say that what works for me won't always work for you. Yeah. So you go to clicks and discount, you spend thousands and thousands of rands on this product because it's like,
my fave uses it, so it's gonna work for me too.
Tomorrow I'll be waist length, and then when you use it, your hair is not showing up. Your hair is dry.
It's brittle.
It's like the product is not. It's like just laying here, and you're like, no. Like I think you said it earlier. Like it feels like you're not using the product right.
Meanwhile, it's just.
It's not
the right product for you. I mean, I've also been through it. Like I've followed people.
Have been spent.
Yes, and I mean, a lot of natural hair products are not very budget friendly, so they do tend to be quite pricey, and you end up spending a lot of money. And then you spend because somebody said, "This is the best hair moisturizer.
You're gonna have waist length by next week." So here you go. You're like clap, 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 and you
praying hand method.
And you look at the time, 2 weeks, your hair's still blah. So a myth is what works for me won't work for you. What works for her will not work for me. Yeah. And it's not even because you don't have the same curl type or the curl pattern. It's just some products won't work the same on your hair, my hair, or yours.
That's true. That's true. Okay, another one that I have that I used to do like a while back, or the first time I cut my hair, was the spritz bottle. Like everybody was like, okay, you need a spritz bottle, and in your spritz bottle you need to mix leave-in conditioner and oil and aloe vera.
What are you cooking up?
And concoct it in your kitchen, put it in a spray bottle and spray it on your hair every single day.
Doesn't the shower work as good?
The shower works just as good.
Your 2 hands, and I agree with you.
Or even if you just like dab your hands and you massage the water in your hair, it softens it, it prepares it. If you want to either just reawaken whatever product you have in your hair, or you want to prepare your hair for adding additional product, just a bit of water. Like a bit of water works.
You know, and I do it a lot, like in the shower, like with the water, let's say I'm finished, I just take the water and then this.
Massage it.
My curls come back popping.
Yep.
Now don't judge me, no? So with the spritz bottle, I used to have like 3 or 4. And then this one used to be like leave-in conditioner with what? This one was coconut oil, like you know all those oils.
Aloe vera was there.
And the other one was like water kind of vibes. I don't know water and what. But because it was so emphasized,
you need a spritz
you
bottle.
need it, but actually you don't. As long as you have these 2 hands.
It does the job.
The same thing that a spritz bottle. I feel like maybe when you're leaving and you're in a hurry and you don't want to get your hands dirty. Let's say you already put cream on.
Then you can use. And even if you do have a spray bottle, it's for me. I feel like it works just as well just to put plain water in your spray bottle.
Because all the concussions.
And then they sit on your sink for 2 weeks. Next thing they're
fermenting. It's fermenting. You're like, what's fermenting?
So like spritz bottle, it's a myth. It's a myth.
It is. I agree. And also some of the oils don't always work as good with water. So then your oil is here, but your water is here.
Now you're shaking the thing
and then 2 seconds later it's separated again.
Yeah, I'll pass on that one.
That can miss me. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. No thank you. The next one that I have is you as a naturalista. Do they call them naturalistas?
Naturalistas, yes.
Naturalistas. Okay, as a natural enthusiast.
Natural hair enthusiast.
As a natural hair enthusiast, they always tell you you shouldn't wash your hair as often. I personally feel like for the longest time, like throughout my transitioning period and being natural, that was me. It will be 2 weeks and I've not washed my hair because the YouTubers or the people said, do not wash your hair. And because I was still new in the game, that's what I took. I was like, okay, I listen, exactly. But one thing that I've noticed is my scalp started getting irritated, my hair became brittle, the moisture, like even if I washed it, it didn't maintain the moisture.
It didn't absorb the moisture
as
well.
Like it wasn't doing the things that I wanted it to do. And throughout my journey, I've learned, like for me personally, I wash my hair once a week. But if I know that I will be styling and gelling and doing what, I will wash it twice a week because I can't style my hair from gel, like a sleek bun, to curls if I don't wash my hair.
You need to rinse off the product.
You need to rinse it off. And also that creates product buildup, guys. And your hair also stinks. No, but it's... Have you ever been
especially if you have an active lifestyle? Yes. That. Imagine maybe you're working out or you're going to gym, you're sweating in there, it's in the middle of summer.
2 weeks. Like the sweat every morning is like whoosh.
Yeah.
And then they still give you a hug. Hey girl, how are you? You're like, oops. Girl, let me go put some perfume
I feel like
on.
for my hair texture, I can wash my hair every week. I don't know about twice a week. I have done it before, but because I was rinsing off products.
Yes.
So
but you knew you were styling for something else.
Yes. Or I was like trialing out a product. It's like, okay, no, I need to rinse it out to restyle. But generally, once a week it works. Like once a week works. It's good enough. It's good enough, yeah.
Because then you give it like that nice wash.
But I'm not gonna lie. I sometimes
life gets tough.
Sometimes life gets tough. And I postpone the wash day.
No judgment. This is a judgment-free channel. We speak about everything else, so no judgment. Because we've all been there. We're not saints. Like if my wash day is on Sunday, and Sunday I'm on the streets doing the most.
Wednesday
we'll see me. My wash day will be Wednesday. Y'all don't need to know that. I'm just saying, like it will be Wednesday. But I try and keep it to once a week. And if it's like a quick wash, I do a co-wash.
Yes,
and then a full like with shampoo
and conditioner and a deep conditioner, all those wonderful things.
Yes.
I agree. I do think we tend to not wash our hair as often as we should. Yeah. What other one do I have? I think I have one more. This one is more about twisting your hair, especially for like people with coarse hair. There's this myth. I think it's a myth, I don't know, that after wash day you need to like most block method and then twist it to dry your hair, to air dry and twist that it elongates your hair. But it's awesome, but it's not something that you need to do every single wash day. It's not a must. Like you can literally wash and go. Like get in the shower.
But it's supposed to be a wash and go.
Apply product and leave. You don't have to twist your hair and wait for it to air dry, because that also takes time. And now you're taking time for something you could spend in quality time with friends, family, or just doing something else.
Netflix and chilling,
you know, whatever. But here you are.
But do you feel like, and this is one thing, I'm glad you brought that up, because with the twist, if you look at people who do wash and go tutorials, wash and you should go. But yet it's a wash, twist. And they say air dry your hair for 8 hours. When are you going?
You're not. You're in the house the whole day.
For me, when I do a wash and go, and people know me, like I'm that person, when I do a wash and go, I literally wash my hair. If I'm going to put gel in, I put gel in. If not, I'm out.
Go.
Like I don't have the time and the capacity to be twisting, the only time I twist is at night.
In the evening.
Wait,
that actually brings me to the other one, which is something that you need to twist your hair every night before bed.
You don't have to.
No. No. That's a lot of time and effort. Like you don't have to twist every evening before bed. You really just don't.
It's so not unnecessary. I agree. For mine, my last one is heat. That heat is bad for your hair. Firstly, how I'm going to approach this is, if you use too much heat, that is bad for your hair. It can cause breakage, of course. It takes away the moisture in your hair. And if you use it the wrong way, like, let's emphasize that. But personally, I do use heat. And I use heat sparingly. You'll look at me as if Iscom is going to cut me off now. But I use it sparingly, and I also don't use it a lot, and I use it usually like on a, you know, like the low heat.
The lower setting.
The lower setting.
Going towards the cooler heat.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I also use heat protecting spray.
Yeah.
So heat is not, like you shouldn't, natural hair people, I feel like you shouldn't stay away from heat.
It's not the devil. It's really not.
It's how you use it.
It's how you use it, how you use it, and how often you also do it. Like, I don't know if you want to be blow drying your hair every single day. I mean, that might be
doing a silk press like every day, that's time consuming.
Yeah, so if you do use heat, I think just use it sparingly and use a heat protectant.
And also, like, you can, what's those other blow drying things?
The hooded dryer.
Yes, the hooded dryer, like things like that, because you can set it. But guys, I guess that's the end of our video.
Yeah, I think those are some good assumptions, some good myths.
Yes. And these myths are what we have learned throughout our journey.
Yeah.
And we just felt like it is interesting and very important to share this, because different hair types, different curling patterns.
Completely.
And if we don't speak about this, y'all be thinking I made this up.
And the thing is, what I think is, like, we have two completely different hair patterns, but like the fundamental principles on how we look after our hair are similar. They're the same. They're the same.
We follow the same steps, we believe in the same things, and still our hair is flourishing, okay? So yeah, I would like to thank you so much for joining me for this video.
It's a pleasure.
Hopefully this won't be the last time.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
And also, guys, I'll be linking your Instagram and all the social media.
Yes, I'm on Instagram as Taonga __. TAONGA __.
But if you don't catch that, I'll put it here, and I'll also put it in the description box. She's being cold.
Imagine, is this one not disrespectful? At least we're at the end of the video.
Yeah. So it means they're calling you to tell you it's time for the streets.
It's time. You've been in the house, girl. Get out.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Once again, my name is Gillian, and I was joined by the beautiful
Taonga.
Till next time.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.